I wanted to talk about some of the things that I have been loving lately, some favorite things. I have a wide variety of things. I'm looking at them all. I have them, well, most of them. A couple of them are like intangible, and a couple of them are downstairs. We're gonna take a field trip later and we're gonna go see those, but I'm looking at them all, and some of these things really bring me a lot of joy, and I'm really excited about it. Everything will be linked in the description box. Some of these things, the Amazon links are affiliate links. I haven't earned anything from Amazon. You know, whatever. But some of the links are to Etsy shops. Some of the links are to like the direct website for a couple of things. I just think it's easier to shop on Amazon, but you can, you know, anyway, whatever. So I'm gonna get started talking about some of my favorite things, and I'm gonna start by talking about things that, things that you wear. So I've had these for a really long time, and I haven't had any issues with them breaking. Now these are called Hickeys, and it sounds crazy, but they're like no tie shoelaces. So imagine stretchy rubber zip ties, sort of, that you put on your shoes instead of shoelaces, like this. So you never ever have to tie your shoes. It turns any shoe, any sneaker, into like a stretchy slide on, pull on shoe. One of the things I hate the most in the world is the feeling of your shoelace touching the front of your leg. Like, I hate that feeling, and I might be the only person in the world that hates that, but I can't stand it. So when I ran across these several years ago, and I don't even remember where I saw them, but I love them, and they had like a really good deal when I bought them, so I just bought like a big bundle of them in a bunch of different colors, and I have them on every single pair of sneakers that I own. I love them. Also, these sneakers, I want to talk about these. These are called Nike Tangens, and I love them. I have 3 pair right now. I have the black ones, I have the all white, and then I have another pair that's like pink and orange and white, so they're really pretty. They're so comfortable. They are really, really lightweight. I think they're like running shoes. I just use them as my sneakers because they're really comfortable. When they get dirty, I put them in the washing machine, and they, you know, clean up really easy. And I get them at Shoe Carnival. I think they also sell them at Kohl's. I think I've got them there before. And I think you can get them on Amazon, but I haven't bought them at Amazon either. So continuing with the theme of footwear, Bombas socks. I love these socks. They're expensive, okay? They do really good charity work. I think you buy a pair of socks and they donate a pair of socks to like a homeless shelter. I didn't buy them because of that. I bought them because I was looking for some really good socks, because I had surgery on my foot 3 years ago, on my left foot, because I had like a bone spur on my big toe and I could hardly walk, and it was nearly impossible for me to go downstairs. So I had surgery done on my foot, and then footwear became very, very important to me, and comfortable footwear, okay? So I invested in some Bombas socks. These are really, really thick. My mom is really a big fan of the bamboo socks. I like thick socks that keep me from getting blisters. I really like, they've got this like honeycomb pattern in the middle of the foot, and this kind of squeezes your foot. And it sounds really weird to say that, but it's not tight. It's just really comfortable, and it feels like it's giving your foot a little hug. And so I don't have foot fatigue anymore wearing these. When I wear these to Disney World, my feet don't get tired, especially wearing my comfortable sneakers. But I love these. I think you can get them on Amazon. I was actually in Academy Sports the other day, and I was getting a pair of hiking boots, and they had Bombas socks in store. I had never seen them in store before, but I think they're coming out in stores. I think I saw you can get them at Dick's Sporting Goods too. Anyway, Bombas socks. I love these. I just have all the black ones, like all black socks, just because I hate matching them. So when I fold my socks, or when I wash them, I dry them, and then I just kind of lay them on top of each other like this, and this is how I fold my socks. Ready? They're folded. I mean, it's so easy because I don't have to sort them and match them. because I'm all about matching socks. I can't stand when my socks don't match, but having all black socks makes that so much easier. The last thing I'm going to talk about wearing, and you probably know what I'm going to talk about, it's rash guards. I love this purple one that I got from Clearwater Beach. You can find this on the Columbia website, and I have linked to this one in the description box. This color is called Fairy Tale, and it's so pretty. It's like a really pretty purple. I really, really love it. And anyway, rash guards are a huge favorite. You can get them on Amazon. Like, they're everywhere now. I found some at, was it Billabong, I think, at Universal City Walk. I mean, they're coming out with rash guards all over the place, everywhere, like different textures. Like, some of them are thicker and some of them are thinner. Like, I think that one's technically like a fishing shirt, but I wear it in the pool or the ocean just because, you know, it keeps me from getting sunburnt, and I don't care. Now I'm gonna move on to the tech section. So I've got a bunch of techie things I want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about in the tech section is my brand new phone. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I love it. I was in the 8 Plus for the longest time, and it wasn't working. The antenna in the phone didn't work, so I would miss calls. I dropped calls all the time. I would have to reset my phone every time I left the house to get any kind of signal at all, even after I left the house. So having a new phone has been wonderful, and this one has a really great camera. I love the size of it. I'm all about the big phone. I can't see, okay? I wear contacts, I wear glasses. If I don't have my contacts in, I can't see at all, and so I want to be able to see everything on the screen, and having a big screen like this makes me really, really happy, and so I am really, really happy with this phone. Also, I do have the Apple leather case and the MagSafe wallet. I bought these on Amazon because, you know, you can return things to Amazon no problem. I've had it about 2 weeks with the wallet and the case. I love the case. I had an Apple leather case for my iPhone 6 when I was in the iPhone 6, you know, many, many years ago. And I loved it because I felt like it really protected my phone. I knew when I dropped my phone, it would absorb the shock better than like a plastic case, like a hard plastic case. I know silicone will do that too, but I prefer the grip of the leather. And I love the wallet too. I didn't think I was gonna love it because I'm used to having more stuff in my phone wallet thing. If you saw my phone case before, you know that I had a bunch of stuff in there. I don't have any band-aids in my phone anymore, and I'm still getting used to that because it was really handy having band-aids on me all the time. But I love this. I didn't think I would because I thought it would be like slippery. I thought maybe the wallet would come off really easy, and I'm just more careful with this phone. First of all, it's bigger, it's more expensive, and I don't put it in my pocket quite as much anymore. I carry it in my purse more now, and I think that's just a lifestyle change for me anyway. But I really, really like it. I watched so many YouTube reviews, and like, there are people who complain about the wallet slipping off, and it makes a sound, and it does a little like haptic when you like take it off and when you put it back on. So I like that about it. I wish, if I had one thing to complain about, I would wish that I would get like a notification on my Apple Watch when the wallet came off. That would be like ideal. But anyway, loving the new phone situation. Everything about it makes me happy. Okay, this next thing I have had literally for years. I bought this at Target, I think in 2016 or 17, and it is this Belkin charging station. So it has a little wheel back here, and it moves the little charging thing. Like, this is the part that plugs into your phone. This is not like a wireless charging thing, but it moves this part that plugs into your phone up and down. So if you have like a really thick case on it, like an OtterBox or something, if you move it up, it makes it easier to plug in. It also charges your watch at the same time. So I've had this, I think 5 years, and it never gives me issues. You know how sometimes your charging cords fail or stop working? This one still works for me. I think it was like $90, and at the time I thought it was really expensive, but having it last as long as it has, I think it's definitely worth it. I love this thing, and it gives me a place, like a home, to put my phone and my watch at night. And I love that because I kind of hate just like leaving things laying out on a table. This makes it neat and takes up less space, and it's reliable. It always charges my stuff. Like sometimes you plug your phone into a cord and it may not charge your phone, so like you wake up in the morning and it's not charged all the way. I hate that, but never had that issue with this, so I love that. And like I said, I bought that one at Target, and I think they still sell it there, but I found an Amazon link too, so that's where I'm linking it to. The next thing I'm going to talk about is my Anker Power Core like external battery thing. It's really big. It has 3 USB ports to charge from, so you can technically charge 3 phones at a time. It comes in a really handy like carrying pouch, and it also comes with 2 of these charging cords, because this thing, it's like a brick and it takes forever to charge this. It charges your phone really quickly, but this thing might take up to a day to like fully charge. So just warning you. And also it comes with 2 of these charging cords. You will want to plug both of them into this so it charges faster. When I plug both of them into this, it takes, I don't know, 12 hours, 14 hours to fully charge this from like completely dead. So this is something I love. It's expensive, but it lives in my purse. I take this with me to Disney, and I don't have to charge it all that frequently. I think I've had it over a year, and I think I've had to charge it 3 times. So it's really, really handy. And it comes with this bag. So I've got the brick in there. It comes with 2 of these charging cords, and these I think are the micro USB cords, and that's what charges the brick. And then I keep an iPhone charger in the bag, so I have everything I need to charge my phone when I need it in this bag. So if I'm moving from like a park bag to a purse, I will just like pull this thing out of the park bag and put it in my purse, and I'm ready to go. It's like one item instead of having, you know, a bunch of different things that I'm having to move. It's just easier. So I like keeping it in the bag. I think it's super handy. Okay. Also, I had to move because my leg was going numb. So if I'm moving around in this video, it's because I'm sitting on the floor and I just want to be comfortable. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to talk about is a docking station for my MacBook. I bought a MacBook last fall, and I'm learning how to use it. I'm editing on it now, and I love it because it's so much faster. But there's no, like, for my huge like HP 17-inch laptop, it has USB ports, it has an SD card port, so I can just plug everything directly into the computer. The MacBook doesn't have that. The MacBook has USB-C ports. 2 of them? 3 of them? 2 of them. Yeah. And I'm looking at it, it's right here. So these ports are the USB-C or Thunderbolt ports or whatever. And so I needed something that I could plug my SD card into so that I could edit videos, right? And I was looking on Amazon because Adam has one, and so I just asked him what he had, and I was looking for something that I could plug a USB port into, like my external hard drive, and then I needed something that I could plug my SD card into, and I found this. This is huge, okay? It's like the size of, like, let's say a CD, if anybody even knows how big those are anymore. But it has all different kinds of ports. It has the SD card port in the middle, and it has 3 USB ports over here. It also has a headphone jack. It has the power pass-through for the USB-C. So if I wanted to plug my MacBook in, I could plug the charger into this and then plug this into my MacBook. It's like a power pass-through. I don't do that, but I could if I needed to. So I plug this thing into my MacBook, and then I plug my external hard drive in and my SD card, and I'm able to edit videos. And I love this thing. I love it. It's not like a brand name. I was kind of skeptical when I bought it. I wasn't sure if it was going to work, but so far it does. And it does all kinds of things. Like, it has a printer plug, it has an HDMI port. I mean, it has so much stuff that I will probably never use, but even if I don't need it, it's nice to have it just in case I might need it someday. And you're probably wondering, what is that purple hippo that is on your charging cable? I bought a pack of like 13 of them, 14 of them from an Etsy shop. And it came in this cute little case, which I now use to keep my camera batteries in. But it's really handy. They're called cable bites. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them at Walmart if you're lucky. I bought them off of Etsy because it was cheaper there than anywhere else I had seen. Sometimes they have really cute designs. If you go to Walmart, finding them online is nearly impossible, which is why I bought them from the Etsy shop. I just wanted a collection of really fun ones. And so I have a couple of like clownfish on this charger, which I love. But the point of these is to keep your, like the end of your cord from bending. So it's like a cord saver. It keeps it from bending directly out of the outlet or like plugging into your phone. So it makes your cord last longer. I love them. It's something I've been using for a really long time, and I think it's worth the investment, and they're really cute. So it looks like my little hippo is eating my charger, but I kind of think it's adorable and it brings me joy. So I wanted to share that. My AirPods case is one of the Toy Story aliens, and I call him Murphy, and I think he's so cute, and his little antenna is bendy and it makes me happy. So I wanted to share that. I don't lose this guy. I think if I didn't have a case on it, I think I would lose my AirPods. The case without the like alien cover, because he's silicone, and I think without the cover he would be too slippery and he would just disappear, fall out of a pocket or a purse or a bag or something, and I would never see them again. But this guy doesn't get lost. And then if his little head falls off, because like the little alien head kind of pops off sometimes, I've thought about using like glue dots or museum putty to hold it on, but you know, he doesn't fall off in public places. And if it does, usually people are like, hey, this is yours, because it's obvious and it's noticeable. So I don't know, it makes me happy, and I think it keeps me from losing them. So I love this. The next couple of things I want to talk about are on my Apple Watch. Okay, first thing is my little headphones, my little ears, my Mickey ears on my Apple Watch. I love these. This is my second one since I've had my watch, and I think I bought them in October because one of the ears was tearing off on my first one. Super cheap on Amazon, really, really cute. Makes me happy, and then when somebody asks me about them, it makes them smile too, because they're just so cute. And then the other thing I want to talk about is, like, with the most recent software update, they enabled a hand washing sensor timer thing, and then like when you come home it tells you, hey, it's time to wash your hands. That is one of my favorite things that they have done lately. I think it's wonderful because it reminds me when I go to the grocery store and I come home, wash your hands. And I just think that's really helpful, and I wish that that had been a thing a year ago. And it also sets like an automatic timer. It can sense when you're washing your hands, and it sets a timer for 20 seconds, and then it buzzes when you're done. So easy, and you're just like washing your hands, and you don't have to think about it. Like, so many people are like, wash your hands for 20 seconds. And like, I went to Catholic school, and so I learned to pray while I wash my hands. I still do that, but now I know that I'm actually doing it for 20 seconds. So I think that's super helpful. Okay, two more things I want to talk about in the tech section, and they're intangible. So the Paramount Plus streaming service is amazing. I love it so much because we're big NCIS fans in this house, and having access to the newest seasons and the most recent episodes is so cool, because like with Food Network, we love like Discovery Plus and Food Network, we love The Kitchen. But I think the most recent Kitchen episode on Discovery Plus is from like Christmas. And so we're not getting to watch the new episodes as they come out. We have to wait. So I've really been loving Paramount Plus because I can keep up with the shows, like not that night, but almost immediately I'm able to watch the newest episodes. And then the last tech thing I want to talk about is Marco Polo. Marco Polo is an app that allows you to send voice messages to friends, and Justin actually introduced me to this. I really love it, and I was telling Justin last night, one of my favorite things about it is you can't interrupt the person who's talking to you. So if you're on while they're talking to you, you're basically watching them live, which I love, but I really love that I'm forced to listen to them, their whole message, before I'm able to respond. And I just think it's really cool to get to, or to be forced to listen actively and then respond. And it's better than texting because you're able to use facial expressions and emphasis on different words, and you're not misunderstood. So I'm really loving Marco Polo right now. All right, moving out of the tech, or out of the high tech and into the very low tech, planners. Now you guys know I'm like a Padfolio girl. I love having like a pad of paper to carry around with me to take notes in. I also love a paper planner. This is the Day Designer planner, and I got this at the end of December, beginning of January, and it's a daily planner, so it allows me to list out my tasks. Let me show you a page. So you have this, this is September, so you have the monthly spread, and then you get daily pages. So like you get a checklist, and you get the I guess you get the hours of the day, you get a checklist, and then on the weekends, where's a Saturday and Sunday, share a page, which I really like because, you know, you're supposed to have less to do on the weekends. Doesn't seem to be the case for me, but it helps me keep tasks organized. I've been really busy lately, and so this allows me to keep track of YouTube stuff, school stuff, home stuff, and all the things I need to do. I get to write them all down, and then I get to check them off, which I love. And I've been writing in these colored pens. I love colored pens. I love gel pens. I love writing with a pen that feels good when you're writing. And so finding a high quality colored gel pen was so joyful. These are the Papermate Ink Joy pens, and I love the colors that they come with. We found a pack of like 20 of them on Amazon, linked in the description box. The colors are really bright and they don't skip. Sometimes with gel pens, the gel is too thick and it doesn't come out, and sometimes it smears because it's just too much ink coming out. These dry really quickly. I love them. I love the colors. They don't stink, and they haven't stained anything, you know, clothing wise yet, so I've been loving that. And then I did a thing for my YouTube channel lately, and I got some personalized stationery. I got these from an Etsy shop because they're totally customizable. She has so many beautiful designs. She's out of St. Louis, Missouri, and you can actually buy the cards or the envelopes with the return address on them. So all I have to do is write the note to people and write their address on the front and stamp it, and it's less work for me, and they're beautiful. And she was really fun to work with, and it was so hard for me to pick a design for the card just because she has so many beautiful designs, and I love the one with the sunflowers. So you can pick the color of the envelope, and you can choose whether or not you want the return design on, or return address on. I was very happy with that purchase. I still really am. I think they're beautiful. Next, my water bottle. We've talked about these water bottles in like our TJ Maxx video, and I've talked about them basically all the time. I covered mine in stickers when I was in Alaska last year. This is the 40 ounce, so this is the Great Big Daddy. It's a new lid. I bought the lid off of the website, and it's called, I think it's called the Chug lid. So it has, like, the bottle itself has a really wide mouth, so it's really easy to put ice in here. But I don't like drinking out of that because I have this drinking problem where I get water all over myself really almost anytime I try to drink anything out of wide mouth. So I really like having a narrow, like, drinking spout, and it doesn't leak because this lid just kind of screws on. And also, it's not a lid that screws off and comes off. It flips up and it's attached to the lid, so it's not going anywhere, so I'm not losing anything. Like, let's say I go on a hike, this is not a lid I'm gonna lose. This is a lid that's gonna stick with me and stay on my bottle while I'm on my hike. I really love this. And I can't wait to do more hikes with this water bottle this summer. I'm really excited about that. Okay, I have 2 products. And I don't really talk about like cosmetics on this channel. I don't know that I will. I was actually going to talk about my lip liner because somebody asked me, and I think it was Deanna, asked me what I was wearing on my lips because I was wearing red like lipstick, but it was really just red lip liner. And I think it's discontinued because I think the brand is going out of business and I'm devastated, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I wanted to talk about my sunscreen one more time. This is, and it's called Unseen Sunscreen Broad Spectrum. So it's water and sweat resistant for 40 minutes. And it's clear when you put it on. It doesn't stink like sunscreen. It's not like a white cast sunscreen. It's not really shiny, and it doesn't make your face sticky. It also doesn't break me out, which I like. It works because I don't get sunburnt on my face. I actually make sure that I get it on my ears and like on my neck too. And whatever's left, I put on the backs of my hands, and I love that. So I think you can get that on Amazon, and I usually get it at Sephora when I have the sale, or when they have the sale and I get the coupon in the mail. The other thing I want to talk about is a lip balm, and this is really high maintenance lip balm. But one of my favorite things about it is the lid doesn't pull off, it twists off. So it's like a screw-on lid. So it's not one of the things that's gonna like fall off in your bag because it's really secure. It comes with like a decent amount of product, but what I have found is that when you get down to the bottom, and I think my sister and Adam can vouch for this because they saw me digging in it, I actually wore it down to where like the plastic thing is that holds the tube, and I was using like a fingernail or a Q-tip to scoop the rest of the product out of it just to get more out of this because it's kind of expensive. Actually, it's really expensive, but I don't have chapped lips anymore. Wearing a mask all the time, I had really terribly chapped lips, and I don't anymore. And that could probably be because I'm drinking so much water, but I'm sure this helps. And this is just really good stuff. It doesn't stink. It doesn't have a color. It doesn't have like a texture. It's not waxy. It's really nice. I put this on every night before I go to bed. When I wake up in the morning, my lips are soft and not chapped, and I like it. So there you go. And then I've got 2 more things I want to talk about before we go on a field trip and we go downstairs and look at some other things that I didn't bring up here. So we have 2 dogs, Yogi and Smokey. If you've been watching my channel, then you've probably seen them, but they are hairy. They're big girls and they're hairy girls, and they smell bad. And this morning I put Yogi in the shower because I was going to give her a bath, and I heard Smokey like growling, and I looked up and she was standing right outside the shower door. So I opened the shower door and she just came in. So it was me and 2 dogs in the shower at the same time. That's never happened before, but it was so easy to give them both baths at the same time. Usually I will use just like a really cheap shampoo from Walmart, but we were at TJ Maxx and I found the Furminator shampoo and conditioner. And when I send them to PetSmart to be groomed, I always have them do the Furminator stuff with them because it helps them not shed so much, and it makes it easier for me to clean the house just because there's less fur and hair all over the house. I love these. They're really concentrated. The shampoo smells like pina colada, and the conditioner smells like really fresh, like the ocean. I don't know. You know what those like soft soap, hand soaps smell like that are like beach scented? That's what it smells like, and I adore it. And the dogs are clean now, and so I've really been loving the Furminator shampoo and conditioner and the brush. I brushed Yogi today after her shower, and she's really soft and fluffy. But anyway, really been loving the Furminator shampoo and conditioner. They don't shed quite as much when I use it, so very, very, very happy with that purchase. Now I've got a couple more things I want to share in the dog section, but they're downstairs. So we're gonna go on a little field trip downstairs and go look at those things, and then I'll be done. I'll be done talking. I know I've talked for a while and I'm really sorry, but I wanted to share some of my favorite things. So we're gonna go on a field trip if you care about dog stuff. If you don't care about dog stuff, you can leave, but let's go look at some dog beds. All right, let's talk dog beds. Inside this denim pillowcase, which I actually made, I bought a huge sheet of denim and some really cool upholstery zippers from Amazon and used my sewing machine and made dog beds. Inside this is the purple pet bed in size medium. We love it. She loves it. Yogi loves it. So the reason we got the purple pet bed for Smokey, because this is the medium for our big dog, we got the small pet bed for Yogi, and Yogi loves it. Smokey was a little bit jealous, so we got one for Smokey. So now we have two of these, and they seem to absolutely adore them. So very, very, very happy with this. It took forever to get to the house. There was some issues with shipping, but Purple customer service was fantastic. So I'm very happy with this purchase, and we also love the small, and I will show you what that looks like inside Yogi's crate. This is the small inside Yogi's crate, and we keep a black sheet on top of her bed just because she likes it dark. It makes her feel comfortable. This is like her safe place. And so we've had the small bed for a long time. I think several months, maybe since like September. But anyway, I think she loves it. She sleeps on it all the time during the daytime. We keep the door open, but I think she's happy, right, baby? All right, back from the adventure. Love the purple pet beds. I think they're wonderful. The last thing I wanted to talk about is greenies. They are like dog breath freshener toothbrush thingies, treats basically. And we give one to each dog at bedtime. We call it cookie time. So they get cookies at bedtime. They get a milk bone and they get a greenie every night, Sunday night through Thursday night, because they don't get one Friday night or Saturday night, because those are weekend nights, and so we give them those days off. But I wanted to specifically say the blueberry flavor. I think the original greenies don't smell good. The blueberry ones smell really good, and they eat them all like, you know, they're the same. So for me, I prefer the blueberry, but usually I'll just buy what they have. But I think the blueberry ones smell really good. So that's all I have to talk about in this favorites video. I have so many things that I've been enjoying lately, like time with friends, Google Meets, Marco Polos with friends, visits from friends, but anyway, I don't want to brag, so I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys have some things that you've been enjoying lately, and I would love to hear some of your favorite activities, foods, devices, things, some of your favorite things. Share some of your favorite things in a comment with me, because I don't have enough favorites, I guess. But anyway, thanks for watching. You guys will see me in another video really, really soon.